What's up, y'all? It's Real Talk with The6thman. It's the first time I'm gonna try this thing live. I'm actually in the cut, listening to some tracks. My man, it's been a blessing, man. Me doing this thing and just keeping it 100 and just keep doing it is blessing me in more ways than one, man. I needed some original music, to go on for the show, and my man blessed me with a couple tracks, and that's what y'all listening to, some original music, man. Some shit that was just given to me like day before yesterday, and I got a couple of them, and they all bangers. They all bangers. I'm just happy, man. But it's the first time I went live like this, and I just wanted to try something different. I just want to see, who was up, what y'all doing, what y'all getting into. And man, tonight it's gonna be free flowing. It ain't gonna be like a real, headache type, topic. We just gonna rap about it. Cause it was something I thought about. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was something that I probably could get some dialogue on. I can't get over this beat, y'all. This joint is, man, my man sights me, man. So yeah, so it's not something that I think that it's a heavy topic, but I think that it is something that can be talked about. So as you can see on the front, on the top, the description, it says college versus skilled trade, right? And so I wanted to have a discussion about that. I want to talk to y'all and see what y'all think and see what you think about it. I mean, it's off the late night. We home. We finished our work day. Some people might be watching the news. Some people putting their kids down. Hopefully, it's a time where everybody probably in the bed chilling and ain't got much to do. So let's rap. So college versus skilled trade. How does that make you feel when you hear those two words? Like, it's like, you went to college and got the experience. You experienced the parties. You experience, friendships that you didn't think you probably would connect with people. You know what I mean? You just connected with so many people when you were in school. You know what I mean? You had so many different experiences. I know, speaking for myself, I had an amazing time in college. And look, my man, he popped up, and look, I'm saying I had an amazing time in college, Slim. And you came up there and was a part of that college experience. So good job. Yeah. So just to run back real quick, this will be the first time that I actually tried to see what my podcast would look like live. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting for nobody. I'm not waiting for, people to do stuff for me. I want to try to do it, try it out, see how comfortable I am with it, and keep going. And then when I get what I need, it'll be set up and it'll be banging. But no, I was saying, Calvin, that I was talking about college versus skilled trade. A lot of people went down different paths. A lot of people went to college. A lot of people, stayed home, stayed local, and got a trade, and working and doing good. So I just wanted to make it a conversation between a person who selected and went down the path to go to college, and and everything that you went through, and how's it working out for you now, versus somebody who has a skilled trade, a metro bus worker, a plumber, an electrician. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to talk about it for a minute. I make more doing track work than a degree. Exactly, and that's my point. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I wanted to talk about it in a sense of, people who do have skilled trade as yourself, to me, I'm trying to speak for you, but to me, I would think you would feel like you came to college, you got somewhat of an experience of, what we did while we was there, other than going to class. I mean, we already understood that going to class and getting grades, was already understood. I'm talking about outside of getting grades and going to class. you got the experience because you came down, you came down for a couple events. I mean, you came down at the apartment because you been in my apartment, and you came down, you was on campus, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you been up on multiple occasions, so you see how we was getting down in school. And it's like a lot of people that's in school, that went to school, but I wish I did that IT shit when we first went to college. That's the biggest field you make the bread. And so I'm glad you on here. See, you helping me out. So I'm glad you on here. So what I was going to say was, it's people that went to college, and got their degrees and all that good shit. And I mean, some of them are working. Some of them are doing what they're supposed to be doing. But, it's a lot of them that don't even work, what I'm saying, in their field, and what their degree is. And like you just said, IT. So it was funny because the year I graduated Ballou, it was a dude from TESS, Computer College. No, I'm sorry, ITT Tech. He was from ITT Tech. And his name was Mr. Smart. And him and Garfield was wrapping me up in Garfield's office one day while I was in there. And the dude was like, man, you seem like you smile. You seem like you got your head on straight. What you doing, when you leave for your future? I said, I think I'm going down to Dale State. I'm going to try it out. He was like, Dale State? You going to Delaware State? I was like, yeah, I'm going to go try it out, see what's up. He was like, nah, brother, you need to come with me and go and get into the IT field. And I mean, and this was in 1997. 1997, Mr. Smart told me, ditch college and go to ITT Tech. Told me 18 months. He told me 18 months. I could graduate and already have a job. And told me not to go to Dale State. And I went to Dale State. And then right now, like you were saying, Calvin, if I would have went that route 18 months, let's say 1999, I'm working, I'm in IT, you know what I'm saying? I got my certs, I'm doing my thing. Money would be lovely right now, right? And so, I mean, exactly. I hear you, Slim. And so that's kind of the conversation, though. So do you feel like you better off that you went the skilled trade, or do you think that with your finesse at your job, what you do now, do you think you would have made more money if you would have did the 4 years in school and still went the IT route in college? Or you think my little brother makes that easily doing IT? Exactly. So how do you feel? You think you should have went to college and got some of the IT skill that you needed, or you think you rather stay where you are now and just, continue to build from there? I believe it depends on your career path. That's true. I cannot advance personally without a degree. That's another truth. And then I actually had to return to get my master's to move up and increase in my pay. Okay, so that's good. That's good, Ms. Marie. So basically from your comments, what you saying is school helped you in so many words. You basically saying you saying that it depends on the career path, which is cool because that's definitely a truth. But then you said that you went back and got the master's and that helped you at your job and you moved up in pay. And say Captain said, yeah, I should have went and did the wave then. That computer world to booming to yeah. And so that's what I mean. So it's like, and thank y'all for the dialogue. I appreciate it. I appreciate the dialogue. So it sounds like going back to school and getting the master's degree was a good move for you because you said it was an increase in pay. And then, Cap, I still hear your side where you feel like that could have been something that you could have did as well, and got that skill, got that trade. A degree doesn't certify you to do a skill. That's true. That is true. That is true. And I'm glad you mentioned that. I appreciate that. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. So sometimes, I ponder and I think about, my decision to come to go to Dale State versus going to ITT Tech. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't ponder on it where, I let it affect my daily movements. I mean, it's a decision that I made years ago. I didn't make it. I didn't pull the trigger. So it's not something that I sit around and, I harbor on or resent, nothing like that. But I'm just thinking going forward, if I could help somebody, with some forward thinking about what they want to do. Just like Miss Maria said that it's important to know that career path and what you want to do, because, college ain't necessarily the you know what I mean, quote unquote, the way to go. You know what I mean? It's other routes and it's other alternatives that you can do to get paid. And like my man talking about right now, you know what I'm saying? He making 100, but he's saying that the physical work, the depth of your muscles and your body that you got to use, really don't add up to the 100 grand. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of people that work right now on their grind. You know what I mean? Feel like they not getting paid enough money. If you have any IT knowledge, you can get yourself in any. So it's funny you say that though, K-Dog, because I do. You know what I'm saying? I've always played with the computers. I always, was good with Microsoft and all of those packages and stuff like that. And so I was always good with computers anyway. And so sometimes I think about it because I was so good with computers and felt like, why did I take that path where I could have, went to ITT versus Dale State. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had fun like shit down Dale State. Let me see what Miss Marie said. Increase in pay and opportunities. However, I'm in a clinical field. It is a high burnout field. I can't see myself doing it for the rest of my career. Okay. But, and so for the sake of the talk, I mean, it was good to hear that you went and got the masters, because it puts you in a situation where you could where you can continue and make a certain amount of money, which is good. But now I'm hearing that you're saying that it's not something that you think you want to do for the rest of your life, which is your choice. You know what I'm saying? We all have that choice, and we all have to be willing to live with that decision. And so that's what I'm talking about now. I'm even still talking about the decision that I made to go to Dale State versus ITT Tech. And I'm hearing, and I mean, the only reason why I'm speaking on it now is because I'm kind of in the IT field now, so to speak. And I listen to people talk and how long they've been in IT and, what's out there. And there's multiple opportunities for people who want to get in IT, whether it's in security, I mean, system analyst. I mean, you can do a lot in IT. System administrator, system administrator. But it's a lot of stuff that you can do in IT, and that's right. So it just make me think sometimes, all the debt that I got, it don't add up. Blue collar workers got a physical bang unless you're supervisor or higher up. Yeah, that's true. That's that. Hey, and so Slim, I've been a supervisor for a long time. It wasn't easy to get up there and become a supervisor, but I did it. And once I became it, I got really, really good at it. I was really, really bad at it. Like I was really some shit at it at first. Like I was some straight shit, but I got good. I studied my craft and I got good. But how much in debt did the master set you back? That's a good question. So Miss Marie, Kevin wants to know, how much did the master's degree set you back? On top of, being able to get the degree that you needed, to work that field. All you need is a 2-year to start. Then just take your cert. Yeah, oh, absolutely. So, Kevin is I'm paying back a lot. I'm making money now, but paying back more. Yeah, exactly. And so that's kind of the catch-22 of the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of the catch-22 of the whole situation. Getting back to UK, dog. I'm getting ready to make some moves. I'm getting ready to do something. Because, like you say, that field is wide open. So I'm definitely about to make some moves. I don't want to talk too much on this platform about that, but I'm just know I'm definitely making some moves, player. Feel me? So, Miss Marie, you right. I would agree that it's a large amount of money, but it was one of them situations where you felt like that was something that you needed to do in order to increase, which is no problem with that at all. But it just, again, makes me go back to what me and Kevin have been talking about, the getting that skill cert, getting that skill trade, getting that thing that you went and worked for, in 18 months. And now you making, that 100K plus another 50 easy, you know what I'm saying, off the first year. And then moving into your second and third year and start moving and shaking it, you know what I'm saying? So it just made me always wonder, how would that life look? And then how would that decision help somebody else moving forward? I mean, depending on whatever they chose, whether it was school or the skilled trade, regardless, just having a little bit more better, background on it. You always seem focused. I try to be. Thank you, Marissa. I try to be. I try to be focused because now I got a lot to. I have even more to lose. I have even more to lose, right? But even more to gain. Why? Because I don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got much, much, much more to gain. I feel like at the end of the day, as long as I don't have nothing, and I don't say what I have is nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what I have is nothing. But what I'm saying is I don't have a lot, right? And I'm very thankful for that. I mean, I'm absolutely thankful for that. But with me not having so much, that just means I have much more to gain, to get. And so I'm on this, man, I'm just on some different, mentally, I'm just somewhere else right now. If I could do it all over, any degree I obtain besides IT, I'm going to use it to start my own business, especially if I'm good in that field. Exactly. And that's what I mean. And that's what I mean with, going that route and getting that skill trade. You would be, in a different world, so to speak, on a different level, because you'll be making so much more money and in a quicker amount of time, with less debt, with less of that debt that we spoke about earlier. So I agree with that 100%. I'm a true believer of follow your true passions and watch the work fall in place. Yeah, I mean, and so again, I agree with that because I felt like with everything that I'm doing right now, I don't, I even looked and found out that they have classes for podcasting. Like, they have classes at PG County for podcasting. So, I don't know exactly what I'm doing with this. I don't have the quote unquote perfect, not platform, but organization, the way I got it, mapped out. I kind of just think about it and just go, you know what I'm saying? And just go. I don't want to work for another man while I'm entering my 40. Oh yeah, so that's definitely a mind state right now, sir. That's definitely a mind state right now. And I'll be partnering up real soon. And be looking into some real estate interests. So it might be something there for me as well. And so right now I feel like at 40, I mean, I got to give it my all and go and see what happens, because I don't want to turn around and be like, what if I would have did that? What if I would have did this? You know what I'm saying, dog? And so I feel you. I mean, so that right there, that's been my mentality since I was like 25, Slim. That right there. That was my mentality when I was 25. I mean, I was still, you know what I'm saying? I was still definitely in the street, I was definitely in the street, still making some money out there, but, still working at the same time and getting a little bit of, management experience under my belt at an early age. And, that's been my mentality from Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? Just owning my own shit, not even worrying about nobody else, just going to work, working, and then one day having my own shit. I already know that is coming, but I never knew exactly in what form it was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I've been through this life now, a lot of twists and turns, Slim, you know that. A lot of twists and turns, and, a lot of those twists and those turns were because of the decision that I made, one like this. This can alter your life, you know what I'm saying? Going to college or getting a skilled trade, it can alter your life. You know, your life will be totally different, you know, from, you know, skilled trade or college. I mean, overall, be totally different. And so I'm living that shit now. Like, you know, I can't allow myself to feel something and not go for it. And so that's all I'm doing now. And that's all I'm doing now. Miss Maria says she agree with you, sir. You say, I got 5 more years in Metro just to be invested. Then I'm leaping out on faith to build a brand for my kids. That's what's up. I mean, and guess what? And you in a perfect foundation right now, because that is a big business, what you doing, man. That is a big business. You see Snoop been doing it for years. And now I was watching a documentary, and it was talking about fields, you know, places that people go and have football, basketball, soccer, hockey, people that build these big old, you know, areas of land to host all these tournaments and all these games. It's a big business, Slim. So, I mean, run after that, dog. You know what I'm saying? My brother, I think my brother got, I think my brother got at least between 10 and 12 years in. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, he feeling the same way. He ready to make a move and do something too. So that's what I'm saying. It just made me think about, you know, going to college and going that whole route versus staying home and getting a trade and working and saying, I mean, and just saying if and how, you know, my life would be different. Of course, it would be different in one shape or form, but I just imagined it one day, and it just, you know what I'm saying? So it just made me think about it, man, you know. So, but yeah, man, I mean, I think that's where we at right now. I think we on a level where we gotta be thinking about, you know, that next page, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what's next. And so yeah, so I'm glad y'all came out, man. I'm glad y'all came out and hollered at me for a minute, man. I appreciate that, man. I started the show listening to a little bit of some original music my man gave me, and I'm gonna leave out that way too. Cause my man, he done bless me, so I'm like, I'm happy about that. Him letting me bless me with some music. So yeah, so Karen, what's going on, Karen? I thought I was ready to get out of here because nobody really on here. We was just talking about school, you know, going to college versus getting a skilled trade. You know what I mean? And some people came through and hollered at me real quick, and it was all love. I'm glad you came through though. I hope y'all, you know, continue to come through, because I'm gonna try to keep this thing up and keep pumping them out, man. It's just my thoughts, man. Something to talk about. Get that dialogue going. Karen, what you doing up late? It's late. Better get your butt in that bed, get some sleep so you go to work. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I really do, man. And I'm just gonna keep working, man. I'm just gonna keep working, man. That's all I mean. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I got some logos. I got some stuff going, man. So y'all hold tight, man. I mean, just like I'm listening to this original music that belongs to me now, that's mine. That ain't nothing but a blessing, man. Ain't nothing but a blessing, and it ain't doing nothing but motivating me to keep motherfucking going. You hear me? It's the 6th man, y'all. Y'all be easy tonight. Don't do nothing I want to do. And be better than you were yesterday. You feel me? Y'all be easy.